Hello guys, hope you're doing good. So in today's video, we're going to look at this flashlight I received recently called the Wurkkos HD50. So the company Wurkkos contacted me recently asking me if I would be interested in reviewing one of their flashlights. So I looked at their website and they had tons of very interesting flashlights, but I was more specifically interested in a headlamp. So I asked them about this one and they agreed to send it to me. So as you can see, it comes in this very nice cardboard packaging. You see a picture of the headlamp, some specifications in there. So let's open it up. So inside the package, you get some instructions here. So the instruction manual shows you the different modes available with this lamp. You got the spotlight mode, the floodlight mode, this combined spotlight and floodlight, and a red light mode. And for each of these modes, you have different power outputs: eco mode, a low mode, a medium mode, high mode, and a turbo mode. So that's pretty interesting. Also, you have your different specification, instruction for use, etc. So it's pretty complete. So obviously you also get your strap for your headlamp. We'll assemble it in a second. Get some instructions. Basically, you need to remove this protector from the battery before you use it. Get some extra O-rings, so that's a nice touch. The flashlight itself, very nicely constructed, and a USB-C connector. So the assembly of the headlamp is very simple. You have this sort of docking station here with these rubber O-rings here. Fasten them to the headlamp in these grooves here, and presto, you have an installed headlamp. So you can easily adjust it up or down, and the friction of the rubber to the aluminum body holds it in place. So that's pretty convenient. The headlamp has a vertical and horizontal adjustment, so that's another nice feature. So if we look at the dimensions of the lamp itself, so it measured 86 millimeter with a diameter of 29 millimeters. It weighs 100 grams or 0.28 pounds. You can see here that it has two different types of switches: an on-off switch here and a switch to change the modes. So the flashlight is very well constructed. It's made out of 6061 aerospace aluminum, and it's anodized. It looks very well finished and quite robust. So at the bottom of the flashlight, you have your USB port that's protected by this rubber door here, so you can easily charge it. You can close this to make it waterproof, and your battery is accessible through this screw cap here that's sealed with a rubber gasket. Let's look at that battery here. So it's a pretty big battery. It's a 21700 battery, lithium ion. So it says here with 1000 milliamp capacity or 18 watt hour. So that's pretty impressive for a flashlight battery. So because it's well sealed off, the flashlight has an IP67 rating, meaning that it's water resistant, but it's quite robust as well. It is drop resistant up to 1.5 meters. So very nice. So the flashlight also comes with this magnetic tail cap. So that's convenient if you need to fix your flashlight to a metal structure. So I've taken this headlamp on a few walks outdoors, even when it was raining, and it performed very well. So I really like the fact that it's very well constructed, has a very large battery with a lot of capacity. One thing that's a bit confusing is that it has tons of modes. What I prefer to do is set it up to my preferred mode, which is pretty much a spotlight in medium mode. That works for me very well. If I really need to change anything, I just change the mode button. Honestly, I just press it on and off most time, and this is pretty much all I need. All right, so let's go through the different modes. This is the on-off button to turn it on. This is the spot mode with the main LED lamp. you can switch it over to the flood mode. It has less lumen, but has a bigger spread of light. You also have a dual mode where you have both the spot and the flood mode activated, and you have your red mode, so to maintain your night vision. Let's say you're reading a map at night and you don't want to be spotted, that's a good function. So on spot mode, with turbo mode, you can reach 4,000 lumen with a maximum range of 239 meters. So that's pretty impressive. All right, so let's take a look at the different output modes in the outdoors. So this is the flood mode, dual mode, the red mode, and the beam mode. So this is the low mode, medium mode, high mode, and there's a turbo mode. So this is the low mode and flood mode, the flood mode medium, the flood mode high. This is the low red mode, the medium red mode, and the high red mode. So overall, I'm very happy with this headlamp. It works very well. It's robust, has a lot of power to it, has different modes, and the price is pretty good. So if you're interested in buying one, I'll leave the link in the description section of this video. So Wurkkos has some sales with some discounts. It comes down to a very reasonable price. All right, thanks for watching.